I've been telling y'all since the beginning what was gonna happen, man. I had the homies, some of my homies was telling me, oh, I don't know if Kendrick gonna win it. Kendrick just won 5 Grammys off of Not Like Us and his album dissing Drake, man. I've been telling y'all from the beginning what's gonna happen.
Gotta ask, what do you think about Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, getting Record of the Year?
I don't care nothing about that shit.
No.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. All the best to him, man.
Okay, cool.
I don't do that bullshit.
I feel you, man.
Y'all, you won't believe what's happening in the music world right now. We're literally watching Drake's empire crumble before our very eyes. And honey, Kendrick Lamar's incredible Grammy sweep might just be the final blow that brings it all down. Can you believe it? 5 whole Grammys. While everyone was absolutely mesmerized by Kendrick's moment in the spotlight, Drake was nowhere to be found. And trust me, his silence is speaking volumes. Whatever tiny thread of hope he was desperately clinging to, gone, completely gone. Because when Kendrick took that stage, practically everyone who's anyone in the industry was cheering him on. And now, well, word on the street is that Drake's only got one option left: retirement. Yes, you heard that right. The whispers are getting louder that he's finally throwing in the towel after this whole mess. But wait until you hear what actually went down and why Drake might be seriously considering hanging up his mic for good after this public Grammy humiliation. Let me spill all the tea.
Just a friendly reminder for everyone that no matter how bad your day is going, nobody is having a worse day than Drake.
Let me tell you about Kendrick Lamar's absolutely epic night at the 67th Grammy Awards. His diss track, Not Like Us, you know, the one that absolutely buried Drake 6 feet under, just made history by snatching up 5 awards. We're talking Song of the Year, Record of the Year, Best Rap Song, Best Rap Performance, and Best Music Video. And oh honey, he was absolutely glowing, making history as the first artist ever to win a Grammy with a diss track.
Bernardino, all that.
And trust me, he didn't let this golden opportunity slip by without taking another jab at Drake right there on stage.
When Kendrick Lamar accepted his award for Not Like Us wearing this, there were some people that pointed out that this may be a slight diss to Drake. Of course, the song we know, but if you notice, he was wearing denim on denim. Now, what a lot of people don't know is that is called a Canadian tuxedo. And for those of you in America wondering, is that a real thing? Do Canadians even know what this is? Is this just made up? I can guarantee you that almost every single person in Canada knows exactly what a Canadian tuxedo is. Jean on top, jean on the bottom. No one really wears it, at least not in this day. Sometimes you do it ironically. In the day, it was very popular. But do I think Kendrick did this on purpose? You mean the guy who had this playing at the beginning of Euphoria with reverse audio? Yeah, I do think so. I'm Jeremy Heck, your friendly Los Angeles to Canada translator.
But here's what makes this whole situation even juicier. Drake didn't even show his face at the ceremony. And let me tell you, fans are reading everything into that absence. It speaks volumes about where his head's at right now.
I think the cherry on top of all of this is Drake didn't even attend. And while Kendrick was accepting one of the awards, the entire crowd sang along with the words A minor. Oh, and on top of all of that, he's got the Super Bowl next week. This is kind of like if you got into a fight at school and it really didn't go that well, so you stayed home the next day because you were sad. But the other guy decided to show up and he stole your girl, took all your friends, had all the teachers replaying the fight in their classrooms on the projector, and even the principal showed up and was like, hey, that was such a good fight, you get to be principal for the next week. Also, here's 5 Grammys. So no matter how bad your day is going, at the very least, your worst enemy did not receive a record-breaking 5-time award-winning world recognition for calling you a predator.
And while everyone's popping champagne and celebrating, there's one person who's notably not joining the party: Drake himself. His fans are worried sick because he's been spiraling ever since Kendrick absolutely destroyed him. But here's the thing. He hasn't made a single move to respond to any of this drama. However, his dad, Dennis Graham, oh, he had plenty to say. When cameras caught him leaving the Grammys, Dennis just brushed it all off like it was nothing.
Gotta ask, what do you think about Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, getting Record of the Year?
I don't care nothing about that shit.
No.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. All the best to him, man.
Okay, cool.
I don't do that bullshit.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
And you know what? Some fans are actually living for his response. One comment that had me absolutely cackling was, maybe he should have taught his son how to say the same thing. Then Drake wouldn't be in this mess. But let's be real. Everyone knows that's not what's actually going on in Drake's head right now. his team keeps trying to convince everyone that this defeat hasn't affected him at all.
He didn't give a
Really?
no. He was genuinely unfazed. I respected it a lot, and I talked to him. He didn't. That shit bothered him. As it shouldn't. He's a fucking guy. But if I had $700 million, I would.
It gotta bother you a little bit. If you're
an artist, you're sensitive. You feel the world you're in.
Obviously you.
But honey, the fans aren't buying it for a second. Want to know how bad it really is? Drizzy actually went after his own record label after losing this rap beef. Can you believe it? He filed this dramatic lawsuit against Universal Music Group. Yes, the same company that both he and Kendrick are signed to, claiming they were spreading false and malicious narratives by releasing Not Like Us. But wait, it gets even messier. He also filed this pre-action petition against UMG and Spotify, accusing them of artificially pumping up the streams on Kendrick's diss track. And fans? They're saying he's completely lost it. Even Drake's biggest cheerleader, DJ Academics, thinks he's completely lost his marbles for trying to take this to court.
What's really interesting about Drake's claim is that if you watch the Academics interview, Academics questions the veracity, the truth of this guy saying, hey bro, are you sure? Like, somebody promised you points for bot streams? There's producers and engineers and people who feature on songs who don't get a % of the song. And somebody promised you? Academics questioned this guy's story. Anyway, Drake's lawyers saw it fit for a filing in a New York state court, and they say, look, this is some evidence of the bot.
And let's not forget, even Academics was seriously questioning Drake's choices during this whole beef.
Yo, Drake, I'm gonna just keep it a bean with you, bro. Bro, you my GOAT, you my favorite artist. But bro, you gotta stop the nigga behavior, bro. Why are you so fucking niggas, bro? Like, you know niggas don't hate you for life off of that shit. Why the hell are you over here trying to steal these niggas' business? Yo, The Weeknd, from what I've heard, he don't, like, they had a little tit for tat. Like, when they heard that nigga hate Drake because Drake tried to, or either f***ed his girl, bro. Like, Drake, like, you're foul for that. Why are you doing this? I'm listening to this sing on this album, bro. Like, this is like, clearly, he's still mad. Nah, Drake, even as much as I defend you, you're a serial f***ed up nigga, man. Wayne got locked up. You f***ed his girl. Drama paid you for a feature. You f***ed his girl. Yo, what's up with you, bro? What the f*** is going on with Drake, bro? Yo, Drake, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Like, Drake, of course you're gonna be able to f*** any girl, but what is coming across, like, you don't got no goddamn morals. You don't got no integrity. How is everybody knowing you for f***ing everybody's girl? How do you have so much beef, my brother? The Weeknd done dissed you. ASAP Rocky done dissed you.
Yo, Drake, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, bro. Bro, you my GOAT. You my favorite artist, bro. You gotta stop the behavior, bro. Why you suing, bro? Like, bro, you know don't hate you for life off of that. Why the hell you over here trying to steal? Yo, The Weeknd, from what I've heard, he don't like, they had a little beef, but I heard that hate Drake because Drake tried to either his girl, bro. Like, Drake, you're foul for that? Why are you doing this? I'm listening to this on this album, bro. Like this, like clearly he's still mad. Drake, even as much as I defend you, you're a serial man. Wayne got locked up, you his girl. Drama paid you for a feature, you his girl. Yo, what's up with you, bro? What the is going on with Drake, bro? Yo, Drake, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Like, Drake, of course, you're gonna be able to any girl, but what is coming across, like, you don't got no goddamn morals. You don't got no integrity. How has everybody known you for in all everybody's girl? How do you have so much beef, my brother? The Weeknd done this, you ASAP Rocky done this, you...
He's gonna tell me, it's clearly not Drake, right? So Drake didn't tell her this. Again, first of all, I reached out to Drake too. Drake, he's not speaking on this, right? And he doesn't need to speak on it. Yeah, it is what it is. It's a lawsuit. You get what I'm saying?
And guess what? Drake probably thought staying quiet was the smart move during all this drama. But oh honey, that turned out to be his biggest mistake yet. Almost everyone with an internet connection took this opportunity to drag his name through the mud, exposing all his shady moves over the years. But just when all the gossip was reaching fever pitch, Drake pulled the most shocking move yet. He actually withdrew his petition against Spotify and Universal Music Group. Apparently, he had this hush-hush meeting with their representatives back in January 2025 and decided to back down. Spotify, who had been ready to fight back, didn't object to him backing out, and UMG, they just kept their mouths shut about the whole thing. Now everyone's wondering, why did Drake suddenly wave the white flag? Well, most fans think he finally realized this lawsuit could absolutely destroy his career. Because let's be real, even someone as big as Drake can't win a fight against one of the biggest label powerhouses in the game. But just when everyone thought Drake was finally coming to his senses, he dropped another bombshell that had everyone's jaws on the floor. He filed a defamation lawsuit against UMG. The lawsuit claims UMG's campaign went way beyond what any normal music company would do. We're talking potentially illegal practices here. Drake's claiming UMG was secretly paying people to stream and promote the song without telling anyone. He even exposed that the label removed copyright restrictions so content creators could use the song in their videos. But here's the juiciest part. Drake's saying this whole thing was just a sneaky scheme to force him into signing a worse contract. According to the court documents, UMG pushed the song because they knew the more it was played, the more money they'd make. Plus, they knew Drake's contract was almost up, and getting him to extend would cost them big time. So their brilliant plan? Destroy Drake's music and brand value to force him into accepting a raw deal. But fans? They're calling Drake a complete clown for this move. And even though he didn't directly go after Kendrick, legal experts saw right through this little maneuver. It was totally a backhanded way to slam Dot for the diss track. Let me tell you, the rapper is in deep trouble now. And honestly, looking at where Drake's at right now, lots of fans think it's time for him to just retire from the game altogether. And yes, Drake's loyal fans might be feeling sorry for their fave, but most people are saying he brought this all on himself. One fan really hit the nail on the head, writing, "Drake is literally admitting in legal documents that this beef is destroying him financially. This goes way beyond just social media drama. This is the biggest beef to hit hip-hop since Jay-Z versus Nas, reaching way beyond just digital spaces. Drake is obviously humiliated about losing, and he's panicking. That's why he filed the lawsuit. He's struggling to accept that he's not the hot commodity he used to be. Losing a battle is one thing, but losing and then proving your opponent right? That's exactly what Drake did with this lawsuit. Now everyone's looking back at all the questionable things he's done throughout his career and wondering why they ever let him get away with it. No rapper is too big to have their career destroyed by losing a rap battle. Drake's in his Ja Rule era post-G-Unit now. If the streets aren't feeling Drake, nobody will. The masses follow what the streets like, not the other way around. And get this, it looks like UMG's done backing Drake too. They made their position crystal clear at the Grammys. How? Well, eagle-eyed fans caught Dr. Dre high-fiving the CEO of UMG while Kendrick was accepting his award, and honey, that says everything about where the company's loyalties lie now. Of course, Drake's diehard fans think this points to some grand conspiracy against him. One person wrote, "Y'all clocked Dr. Dre high-fiving Lucian Grange, CEO of UMG, after Kendrick's 5th Grammy? Not to mention the Grammys specifically playing the part where Kendrick calls Drake a... But people said Drake is wrong for suing? This is so nasty and deeper than a simple rap beef." But most people think instead of some conspiracy, UMG was sending Drake a crystal clear message: they won't have his back anymore. Meanwhile, one fan spilled even more tea. That whole award show was orchestrated as one massive diss to those cameramen knew exactly when to catch Dre and Lucian high-fiving. Crazy. Now, while most fans expected Drake to just pack it up and disappear, it seems like he's desperately trying to hang on for dear life. For starters, he's trying to use all this spotlight to his advantage. On February 3rd, 2025, right after the Grammys, he announced this new joint album with Party Next Door called Some Sexy Songs for You, set to drop on Valentine's Day. But honey, Drake might want to start thinking about a plan B, because none of his releases since this beef went viral have done well at all. One person put it perfectly: all of Drake's songs post-beef have flopped. If making a commercial hit was the case for Drake's win, then Family Matters would have trumped Euphoria. The culture is shifting, and Drake should have stepped up his pen game instead of calling in the lawyers to clean up his mess. What's even worse, even Whack 100 said Drake's going to struggle dropping new tracks now that his label isn't backing him anymore. But wait, it gets even worse. Drake's having a nightmare trying to sell tickets for his tour. According to this tea from Perth Now, a local news site, the rapper couldn't even sell out his 2 shows in Perth, Australia. And this was just 24 hours before he was supposed to hit the stage. He's down under for the ANX Win Tour. And get this. The article pointed out that the cheapest tickets for Drake's shows at the Melbourne Rod Laver Arena are the same price as standing tickets at RAC Arena. So it's absolutely shocking that fans aren't snatching them up. People are saying this proves Drake has absolutely zero pull with his fan base now. All signs are pointing to one thing: Drake's career is over. But what makes this whole situation even more tragic? Drake could have avoided this entire mess if he'd just taken his L like a man. But what do you think? Is this really curtains for Drake, or is he cooking up something major behind the scenes? Spill your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check out our next video.